We're starting off cold again. Mike says it's going to be another pretty day this afternoon, but we're going to check in with him to see what price we will have to pay as far as the allergens. He just sneezed right there. Bless you.
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. It is Thursday, April 4th.
Happy 4424.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know. I just thought about that right now.
Just looking at it all.
But good to be with y'all this morning.
Good to have you.
Steph, did you go for a run yesterday?
I did, and I knew I was going to have to pay the price.
Yeah.
It was really beautiful.
Beautiful.
But if you're allergic to oak or other things in the air, yeah, you have that. You have to deal with that later, but it's so pretty.
Yeah, you can get it,
I know.
But Mike, we're going to have repeat of that beautiful day.
Absolutely spectacular. Chilly in the morning, you need a jacket. Even by late morning, it's going to warm up so quickly this morning. We'll already make it up to the mid-70s by noon and then continue up from there. So it's actually going to be on the warm side today, but the humidity is going to be so low. So if you're in the shade, it's going to be really, really comfortable out there, and then it'll cool down relatively quickly once the sun goes down. But yeah, clear skies, just sensational. We're at 51 right now, 40 Kerrville, 41 at Comfort. So in most places have cooled down a little bit, and we still have the ingredients in place. Those clear skies, the very dry air, dew points down in the 30s, and that's going to remain the case not only now this morning, but also throughout the rest of today. And then again, that light or no wind. So all the ingredients to continue to cool down. And remember yesterday we hit our coldest temperature right about the time the sun was coming up, which is typical in a situation like that, and that's going to be the case again this morning. This is why lots of folks are sneezing. That's just, that number came out yesterday and it was just, oh my goodness, 25,000. We were 21 the day before. Yeah, well, the updated count's going to be coming out later on this morning. Obviously, we are right in the heart of oak season and plenty of sunshine throughout the course of the day. We'll make it up, like I said, to 75 at noon and top off at 85 later on this afternoon. Pretty much more of the same tomorrow. Maybe not quite as cool in the morning and then well up into the low to mid 80s. Then that all starts to change. Different situation on Saturday, a little bit different Sunday, and then we'll talk about Monday as well for the eclipse. Details coming up in just a couple of minutes. Traffic Authority, RJ, anything keeping you too busy over there?
All right, yeah, Mike, some ongoing construction, at least another round of construction taking place out here on the far northeast side. So our folks out there, unfortunately, getting used to all the activity here. What we're looking at is 35 southbound at Olympia. So what they did is that for the next couple of days or so, they actually moved that construction that was at Topper 1 and Judson a little bit further north into the Olympia Forum Parkway area. So let's show you our maps real quick and tell you what is going on there. So we just saw from our cameras there, we have 3 main lanes closed, including the frontage road. So we're getting 1 main lane getting through there right now at 10 miles per hour. So this is going to take you a little while to get through this area. Schertz Parkway all the way to Forum Parkway. We just saw those that elevated bridge there, those beams. They're doing a lot of work out there as part of the Northeast expansion. So they were supposed to clear things out by 6 a.m. It looks like they're going to be out there for just a little bit longer. So if you're headed out northeast side, keep that one in mind. We have a new stalled vehicle being reported 35 southbound at US 90 south of downtown out there right by Burbank High School. And let's take a look at our city map here because we've cleared out that stalled vehicle. I-10 eastbound 1518 still have that stalled vehicle being reported out there by Brennan High School at 1604 and Wiseman Boulevard. So this is the biggest thing that we're following at the moment. No other major accidents or delays to let you guys know about, but we will keep an eye on it. Sarah and Stephanie, back to you guys.
RJ, thank you. Right now, we want to get to some late breaking news on the city's west side of town. So San Antonio police are on the scene of a reported shooting. This is a live look from our photojournalist Santiago, who's out there right now. It happened just after 5:30 this morning on North Calaveras. That's near Woodlawn Lake. Details right now are limited, but this is a look at how things look right now out there. We could see there's several units responding, and it looks like crime scene investigators are also there. So we do have that crew on scene right now, and we're going to bring you the latest as we learn more information on this.
San Antonio police say a mother and child are dead after being hit by a car on the north side while on a crosswalk. So this happened around 9 last night on Stone Oak Parkway, not far from Evans Road and 281. Police tell us that witnesses reported seeing a driver speeding, hit a curb, and hit the mother and child in a stroller on a crosswalk. Police say that driver appeared to be intoxicated and was detained at the scene. He was taken downtown for further questioning and testing.
They were both in the designated crosswalk area, walking on the crosswalk when the vehicle struck them. Just a tragic incident that occurred. Every decision we make has consequences.
Well, that driver could face 2 counts of intoxication, manslaughter.
Well, this morning we are working to learn more about a crash that happened last night just after 9 on the access road of Loop 410 and Ray Ellison Drive. This is video from the scene after it happened. Right now, details are limited, and we're going to bring you more information as we learn more from investigators.
Texas's immigration law is still in limbo. An attorney representing the state told the appeals court that state legislators may have gone, quote, too far when they passed SB 4 last year. Now, the law allows any Texas law enforcement officer to arrest people suspected of entering the country illegally. The court has still not made an official decision, so as of right now, the law is still on hold and cannot be enforced.
On the 2-year mark, when a fire destroyed their shelter, the Crisis Center in Comal County will break ground on an $11 million new facility. This will be the new shelter and administrative building. The units will be built in a way that will give survivors more space and privacy they need to heal. The new facility is being built with funding from the fire insurance, city grants, and donations. So far, they only have about 25% of the funds raised. They say the community has made it all possible.
Well, it's a thank you for everything that, everything that you've done to support us to get to this place. And it's a request that we still need your help. We still need the community. We have to work together to get to that end goal.
You can read more about how volunteers and donations are helping the Crisis Center reach more survivors. Just click on this story on KSAT.com.
Well, it's an act of kindness shaped by a simple grocery bag. A group of teenagers have a new purpose for the plastic bags so many of us bring home from the store. Our John Paul Barajas shows us how their efforts are helping those experiencing homelessness.
Roughly 40 to 50,000 plastic grocery bags have made a huge difference thanks to Teens Give Back, SATX. High school students are using them to make sleeping mats for San Antonio's unsheltered residents.
Take for granted having a bed to go home at night after a long day of work or a long day of school, and the comfortness that brings us.
That's why Addie Roberts wanted to take matters, or plastic bags, into her own hands to make this.
When we hand those over to the clients that we work with, again, it's invaluable. I mean, it provides warmth, it provides, ability to stay dry, to stay away from bugs. So, all of that matters to somebody who's sleeping unsheltered outside.
Rex Bryan with Sam Ministries says in some temperatures, these mats could save lives by keeping people off the ground. But making one takes 700 to 900 bags in about 15 to 20 hours.
You're going to poke your thumb through, so your thumb will end up being inside of the bag.
Roberts gave me a crash course on how it's done.
You have it kind of like a T, and then you're going to get that same bag and put it through the handles. And then you're going to pull it.
Then you get to weaving.
Pull this part through? All the way? Or just
not all the way. And then you keep another
through.
loop. Yep. And then you just keep pulling through.
To get to this. All right. Now it's second nature for Roberts and her teammates, but it did take some practice.
I didn't really see it at first, and I didn't see it for the first all of the steps until it was made. But once it was made, I thought it was really cool, and it was.
Over the past year, the group says they made 50 mats thanks to neighborhood bag drives. But a recent partnership with HEB gave them 8,000 bags, allowing them to create 10 mats in just 1 month.
It's just a really nice feeling. Like, even if you're really tired, it's like, okay, well, I did something good.
Now they hope to keep the momentum going by bringing in new volunteers.
Don't tell the boss I'm going to be taking a nap at work.
John Paul Barajas.
I can see why you have actually tested out your work before. A+. This is good.
KSAT 12 News.
Okay, so your chance at winning $1 billion isn't over. No one won last night. In case you missed it, here's a look at those winning numbers: 11, 38, 41, 62, 65, Powerball 15, Power Play 3.
Well, the Powerball prize is now $1.23 billion. The cash value is $595.1 million, and last night marked 40 consecutive drawings without a jackpot winner. So we caught up with some people who were hoping to win.
Give a lot of it away. I would set up college funds for my daughters. Travel. Travel, yeah. See the world.
See the world. Anything else?
No, that's about it.
The next drawing is on Saturday night. We didn't win here at KSAT. Steph, are you part of the pool that involves like 80 of us?
I am, because wouldn't you be like
so upset
if you were the only one not involved? And
I play every time I call him our KSAT bookie comes around with his clipboard. He's like, "You in?"
Yes.
Like, oh, you know it.
Yes, I do too. And actually, my husband also works here. I didn't have cash on me. I was like, go ask Luis. So at least we're half in. Yeah.
There you go.
Just a little bit. Time now, 6:11 and 51 degrees for now.
Traffic and travel, it's going to ramp up in the next couple of days as people come into our viewing area to see the eclipse on Monday. After the break, what officials with TxDOT are saying they're doing to prepare for the busy roads.
And if you're spending some time outside this morning, definitely grab a light jacket or a sweater, because it's kind of chilly with the 51 degrees, but you will not need it later this afternoon. We'll be talking to Mike to find out what we'll expect later today and throughout your weekend.
All right, 6:15 right now on your Thursday morning, or Friday Eve, as some people like to also call it here. Hopefully you're having a good morning so far. Things not going so well for our drivers on the northeast side. We expected some of this construction to clear out there on 35 southbound near the Forum at Olympia Parkway, but you can see that that is definitely not the case right now. So 3 main lanes blocked in this area. We're getting 1 lane through, but traffic is slow going. Want to show you another shot here from the tail end of this construction that's going on here. So again, from Schertz Parkway all the way to Forum Parkway, we have got 3 main lanes blocked and a lot of construction taking place there, part of the northeast expansion. Take a look here at our maps, and we're seeing drivers get through here at about 7 miles per hour. That has dropped over the past couple of minutes or so. So again, Schertz Parkway, Forum Parkway, 3 main lanes closed right now, 35 southbound construction going on. Hopefully those crews can get that out of the way before we get to our 6:30 half hour. All right, moving on to some other incidents here. We still have, we don't have that stall vehicle. Look at that. Our maps just cleared that out there. 1604 Wiseman Boulevard. We are clear, good to go there. South of downtown, we had another stall there that is clear to go there. 35 at 90. So biggest thing we're seeing right now is this construction going on 35 South Schertz Parkway to Forum Parkway. All right, we've been talking a lot about the eclipse. We, of course, are winding down the clock to the eclipse. And while most of us will be, of course, watching the skies, officials with TxDOT and TransGuide will be watching the roads that day. We stopped by TransGuide this week to get a first-hand look at the preps before the big day. They expect a lot of traffic and congestion before and after the eclipse on all of the major interstates headed west. 1604, that corridor, I-10, Highway 90. It's going to be very busy. TxDOT is adding more maintenance trucks and courtesy patrols to those areas, expected to see heavy traffic.
We are going to be having additional staff to assist with anybody who may have issues with, gasoline. We will also have our maintenance sections also assisting with courtesy patrol where needed, especially in the Hill Country, because, we're going to have quite a bit of people in Bernie and Kerrville, and including heading west to Fredericksburg.
So hopefully we don't have to see too many of those trucks on the roads, because then that's going to mean there's going to be a lot of incidents out there. Also going to have the Hero trucks out there, and Laura Lopez right there with TxDOT also added that the way they're preparing for this, their coverage, guys, is similar to a winter weather event. Wow. So getting the trucks out to these certain areas, especially northwest side, Hill Country, going to be affected here. It's going to be very busy on Monday.
And we want to prepare people, but we also don't want to scare people.
Definitely not.
Don't have to go and panic buy at HEB and things like that.
No, definitely don't want to do that. Just again, be prepared, have a plan.
Yeah.
And also think about it too. We think about heading out west of the Hill Country, northwest, but you can go straight up 281 because that's part of the path as well. Because it starts down there around Eagle Pass, goes through and scrapes by the northwest corner of San Antonio and keeps going up in that direction. So.
Lots of options.
So the line of demarcation, when I looked at that interactive map, is I-10 and 410. I say there's a Target parking lot there. Plan to go shopping, walk around, eat the popcorn, walk out for 2 minutes in the parking lot. And then go back.
A Target run,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
It's a really good Target.
There's also a Starbucks there.
Or you can, kind of head southwest too if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And also, we were talking about this last night. Heading out there, yes, it's going to be crowded, but think about a huge sporting event. Everybody leaves at the same time.
Yeah.
Get there at a little slightly different time. So when it's over with, that may be when some of the biggest traffic concerns are out
for
there.
that delay.
But just be patient and drive carefully and watch out. Don't stop on the side of the highway to view it, please, please, please. When it's all said and done, we're going to be down to 47 this morning, and it's chilly out there, and then we will gain almost 40 degrees, 35, some cases 40 degrees throughout the day. Dry air, absolutely gorgeous out there. All right, it is 4 days away till the big day and the eclipse. And big question is, what's the cloud cover going to be looking like? Well, we are going to have a lot of clouds, a lot of high clouds especially, and partially blocked, about 60%, totally blocked, especially. Low clouds coming on in here. So again, we will have a better grip on all this once we get into and getting some of the short-range computer models, some of the high-res models that only go a couple of days out, and that's going to be this weekend when they can start to figure out what's going to be happening on Monday. But there are going to be some clouds out there, but of course you still need these glasses, and we have a glasses giveaway later on today. Justin and I are going to be out there at 6032 Padre Drive, down near the sort of near the Missions on the south side, from 5 to 7 o'clock. We're going to do some live shots from there as well, and we'll start the glasses giveaway. We've got about 300 pair of glasses to give away, so come quickly and grab your glasses. A lot of people are asking exactly what is an eclipse? How does this happen? So obviously, Earth goes around the sun, moon goes around the Earth, and gives us our different phases. Well, if they happen to line up right in line there, that's when we get a solar eclipse. Now, a lunar eclipse is when the moon is on the other side, when it's in its full phase and the Earth shadows the moon. But right now it's in its new phase, and as of today it is a waning crescent moon, and the new moon obviously is going to be on Monday, and it will then cast its shadow. Now, the difference between what's happening on Monday and what happened in October when we had the annular eclipse is the moon was a little bit further away in its orbit, so it didn't quite cover everything. I mean, think about it. If you put your thumb in front and keep it further away, I can't block out Sarah Coaster right now, but if I move it closer to me, I can block her out.
The hair is really big.
That's true. Yeah, that's the annular eclipse is not blocking out the hair right there. So that's what was going on in October, but it's a little closer to the Earth, so it appears bigger in the sky, and that's why it is going to be blocking out more of the sun. But also, I want to put this back into motion. You can see the shadow that it casts across the area. The other thing to kind of wrap your head around is this moves basically from, it's going to be kind of in a northeasterly direction, but the moon actually orbits the Earth from west to east. However, it rises in the east. That's just because the Earth spins quicker than it, so it appears to rise in the east. But that's why it travels pretty much from west to in a basically west to east direction. All right, this morning it is absolutely gorgeous out there. Temperatures in the 40 down to 39 already, just like yesterday there in Kerrville. We hit 82 yesterday, and we are going to be up to 85 degrees later on today, pushing at 90 here to the west and to the southwest, and still low humidity around here. Tomorrow, another great day. Saturday, more clouds, more humidity, chance of rain, maybe some mist drizzle in the morning, chance of rain Saturday night, slight clearing Sunday. Then we get into Monday, and yes, we are going to have a fair amount of clouds around here. Whether they are just high, thin clouds only or some thicker clouds, like I said, that's a wait to be seen. Then more clouds, chance of rain Tuesday, Wednesday, and clearing by late next week.
Where'd your glasses go?
Oh, they're right over here.
Yeah, we have to remind people that you're going to be out and about with Justin.
Yes, indeed, later on this afternoon.
Oh, there they go.
And that you have to be safe.
Yes.
Right.
And make sure that your glasses are legit and official.
Yeah, they've got a little thing right there on them, and that says they are safe for use. If you have leftover ones from October, make sure that they are not damaged or scratched in any way as well.
All right, things to look out for, and I'm sure you answered a lot of questions last night from our viewers as
we
well.
did, you know, and the other thing too, if you're in the totality, when it is completely dark, you can take your glasses off briefly while it's like that. But even then, when it comes out of it, you got to have your glasses on. You know, you've got to watch your cameras and all that stuff. So.
Thank you, Mike.
Yes. And wait, real quick, where are you going to be tonight?
It is at, and let me get back to this, 6032 Padre Drive, I believe it is.
Okay.
You can find that online. I'll
We'll
be
keep
showing
you
it again
updated.
in the next half hour. Yeah. So.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. It's 6:23 and 50 degrees.
Well, terrifying moments in the sky as the northeast storm causes severe turbulence for a lot of people. We're going to have the details in your GMA First Look.
Whew, I can't wait for this family getaway.
Shingles doesn't care. Shingles is a painful, blistering rash that can last for weeks.
There's nothing like a day out with friends.
That's nice, but shingles doesn't care. 99% of adults 50 years or older already have the virus that causes shingles inside them, and it can reactivate at any time.
A perfect day for a family outing.
Guess what? Shingles doesn't care. But Shingrix protects. Only Shingrix is proven over 90% effective. Shingrix is a vaccine used to prevent shingles in adults 50 years and older. Shingrix does not protect everyone and is not for those with severe allergic reactions to its ingredients or to a previous dose. An increased risk of Guillain-Barré syndrome was observed after getting Shingrix. Fainting can also happen. The most common side effects are pain, redness, and swelling at the injection site, muscle pain, tiredness, headache, shivering, fever, and upset stomach. Shingles doesn't care, but Shingrix protects. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Shingrix today.
In this morning's GMA First Look, turbulence emergency.
The plane just dropped. Things were flying all around the plane.
A passenger and flight attendant injured on a Southwest Airlines flight Wednesday after the plane hit severe turbulence on its way to Florida.
Was the crew member in the cockpit or in the back?
Yeah, flight attendant.
The flight attendant was in the back, you said?
Yes. People were screaming, people were crying, people were praying.
The Orlando-bound flight seen here tracked by FlightAware, flying right into the storm, then making an emergency landing in Tampa. Storms like this one canceling hundreds of flights nationwide, delaying spring break travel plans both in the air and on the ground. As a powerful nor'easter impacts millions of people. We're going to have much more on this turbulence scare and other spring break travel delays coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Gio Benitez, ABC News, New York.
Taking a look outside with live cam. It is chilly this morning at 50 degrees at 6:31. We're going to have a repeat of what we experienced yesterday. Cool mornings, and it's going to get much hotter, but humidity is going to stay low. Mike will have that forecast for us and also the eclipse forecast for us.
Good morning. It is Thursday, April 4th, and we are looking forward to that beautiful weather because you know what? We have to enjoy that while it's here.
I know. I really enjoyed the weather yesterday, and I'm sure it's going to be beautiful today.
Oh, fantastic.
But Mike, you know, not as beautiful or the same come Sunday, Monday.
No, we'll talk more about that in a second. First of all, Justin Horn is here right now.
Justin, do you want to come in?
Bring him in, and remember at the
it's
top
like
of
having
the
a
show.
Celebrity.
Tell him what the day is. Here.
It's Hug a
News Person Day.
Why are you guys touching me?
It's April 4th.
April 4th. It's National Hug
a News Person Day.
Justin was like, "Why are you touching me?" Welcome. Good morning, Justin.
Thank you. And our desks are right next to each other. Justin just loves it in the morning. So anyway.
He is so red right now.
Speaking of Justin and I, we are going to be out there for the glasses giveaway later on this afternoon, 5 to 7 p.m. Michigan County Park over there. 6032 Padre Drive is the address. 5 to 7 p.m. We've got about 300 pair of glasses to give out. So come on down there, grab some, say hi. We're going to be doing some live shots throughout the news as well. And it's all sponsored by the Metropolitan Health District. So, all right, it's going to be a beautiful day for that. A little bit on the warm side. Gorgeous, gorgeous out there. 10 at 410, clear skies. It's chilly. You won't need a coat later on today. You need one this morning. 51 degrees and 39 is the dew point right now. So still very, very dry air. Light breeze out there, clear skies, all the ingredients to drop down even more, which we've done in Kerrville down to 39 right now, and 43 both Rio Medina as well as in Hondo and Bulverde. Everybody's got this dry air, and yeah, this is going to be sticking around not only throughout the day today, but also pretty much all day tomorrow. No wind really to speak of out there. So yeah, it is the perfect ingredient to really cool down. Oak. Yeah, it's just, I mean, making people dizzy looking at it and sneeze and sniffle and everything else. 25,170. The updated count comes out a little bit later on this morning. And again, we are going to be seeing temperatures rise very quickly throughout the morning. 75 at noon, 85 for high temperature later on today. All right, we will take a look at the weekend. We will take a look at the early forecast for Monday. See what's going on there. More coming up. Traffic Authority, what's going on, sir?
All right, Mike. Yeah, you know what? The Oak killer out there, but the weather's been so nice. It's hard not to enjoy it out there. Things not so nice right now on the northeast side. I-35 southbound at Schertz Parkway, and what you're looking at is the tail end of some major backups here due to some ongoing construction that we had hoped would be clear by 6 o'clock this morning. That is obviously not the case, so we see a pretty significant backup here, and this is kind of the front of all this construction here. 35 at Olympia, right there, we have 3 main lanes blocked, southbound traffic, also have the frontage road blocked as well, so we're getting 1 main lane coming through this area on the far northeast side. All of our southbound traffic you see is backed up all the way up to FM 3009 Roy Richard Drive. We're looking at about this 4-mile stretch, 30 minutes just to get through this. 7 miles per hour is what our drivers are looking at. Again, Schertz Parkway, 2 Forum Parkway, 3 main lanes closed in that area. Let's take you to some other incidents here. The near east side, we have a couple of incidents here on I-10 East. Right here we have a stalled vehicle on South New Braunfels Avenue, and then further up on the eastbound lanes of I-10, we have a crash being reported by San Antonio Fire Department over there at I-10 eastbound and MLK Drive. The rest of the city, everything else is looking pretty good. For the most part, we do have some police activity taking place in the Woodlawn area over there at Calaveras, but that's not traffic related. And again, the biggest thing that we're seeing right now is this traffic. Ongoing construction. Again, they help to clear this out by 6 a.m. That has definitely not been the case. We will continue to monitor this situation. Sarah, Stephanie, back to you guys.
RJ, thank you. Want to take a live look at this late breaking news that we're learning about. So this is a live look. Our photojournalist Santiago is out there right now, and this is happening on the west side of town. So San Antonio police tell us a 13-year-old was shot during a drive-by shooting. We are told shots were fired into this home and a boy was hit. He was rushed to the hospital. The rest of the family was sleeping at that time when this all happened, just after 5:30 this morning on North Calaveras near Woodlawn Lake. As of right now, there is no suspect information, and we don't have the condition of that 13-year-old boy who was shot in this drive-by shooting. As we learn more, we will update you on air and online.
New details this morning on a deadly shooting we have been following involving San Antonio police. So we have video from the scene on March 4th along Ravina Street. Now SAPD has released the edited body camera video from the officers involved in that shooting.
He's already reaching for a gun.
Now that's a moment one of those officers say that they saw 35-year-old Raymond Mireles reach for a gun. The San Antonio Police Department is reporting that officers gave verbal commands as Mireles approached them, but the video appears to freeze for about 15 seconds before officers get out and identify themselves. Within seconds, the first shots are fired. You can see the fully released video on our website, KSAT.com. Police say they found a loaded handgun on Mireles, who was shot multiple times. The department did not say whether he fired his weapon. Police identified the 2 officers who shot at Mireles, 12-year officer Juan Dominguez and 15-year veteran detective James Quintanilla. The district attorney's office is reviewing that video. Well, what better way to show your support for newly enlisted service members who made the decision to serve their country and community by publicly acknowledging their commitment?
So if you know of a high school senior going into the military after graduation, consider registering them for our Community Salutes Enlistment Recognition Ceremony. So the goal of the nonprofit is to make sure these graduates just know how many people are in their corner. It's a 13th year of the event. During the ceremony, each graduate is honored and recognized.
So this is a free event. It's going to be held next month, and registration is required for the enlistees and their families. And you can find more information in the KSAT community section of our website, ksat.com.
And a big thank you to everyone who took part in our organ donor phone bank yesterday. Many of you called and registered to become an organ donor, supporting those in need. Also in our KSAT community section of ksat.com, we have all that information that you would like to be added to the Donate Life Texas Donor Registry.
Yes, thanks to the guys out with the Texas Organ Sharing Alliance. It was great meeting you. Thank you for sharing your stories. Well, the amount of brain power and scientists that will be showing up to San Antonio to view the eclipse is going to be immense. All kinds of science surrounding the eclipse will be studied.
It's very cool. Our Justin Horn caught up with one of those scientists who's had a 34-year career at NASA and is using the eclipse to study the age-old question, are we alone in the universe?
The eclipse and science itself are on a collision course to truly break open the secrets of the universe. Rapid advancement has brought us to a point where sci-fi is becoming reality.
For the very first time in a period in humanity, we are finally at a point where we can answer the question, are we alone in the universe?
Amazingly, technology is reaching a place where we can answer the question once and for all. That technology is in the form of what's being called the Habitable Worlds Observatory, a future NASA project. It's a telescope like its predecessors, Hubble and James Webb, but with even more ability to look closer and even farther into the depths of our universe.
We have 8, some people argue 9 planets in our solar system. And so is that unique? Is that rare or is that common? How many? And so we want to go look at other solar systems and look at really hundreds of other planets and look at their chemical composition and truly try to look at I like to call it the zoology of planets.
Crook will be in San Antonio for the eclipse, not only because it's science at work, but because it plays into her research. She's collaborating with Dr. Chris Packham, professor of physics and astronomy at UTSA.
Because the moon goes in front of the sun as we see it, we can see the faint kind of something like the atmosphere of the sun. Although it's there all the time, we can't see it because of the dazzling brightness of the sun. It's similar with these planets around these distant stars, right? We can't see those planets because the stars are very bright. So the Habitable Worlds Observatory will kind of make like an artificial eclipse.
But the only way to do that is to do exactly what Chris just said. You've got a bright star that's 10 billion times brighter than the reflected light you're trying to see from the planet, and that you have to block out that starlight.
Allowing them to see things like the atmospheres of planets outside of our solar system. It's fascinating science that they hope the eclipse will help with. But they also want to share their love of space with all the young, budding scientists who will be joining them to view the eclipse.
We ask a question, we build a mission to go find that answer, and it gives us that answer, but it begs us to ask even more questions.
Justin Horn, KSAT 12 News.
As of now, the Habitable Worlds Observatory project is slated to begin in the mid-2040s. And don't forget, you can get your eclipse glasses this evening. Mike and Justin will be giving them away at Mission County Park on the city's south side. You can get them between 5 and 7 p.m. while supplies last. And Steph, you have a pair here.
There you go. Ta-da.
Ta-da. So you want to make sure they're official, yes. And we have the official ones. You can see they're marked with the official ISO there.
Yeah, the logo, just look out for the logo, and it'll be fun to visit with Mike and Justin as well.
641 and 50 degrees.
Let's look out there with TransGuide. Earlier looked okay, but now I see some flashing lights there at I-35 at Olympia. You also see that beautiful sunrise, but we will be checking in with RJ very soon.
645, welcome back.
Welcome back. We were looking at the problems there at I-35 at Schertz Parkway. Big problems. Let's check in with RJ.
Yeah, unfortunately, no relief in sight, at least anytime soon for our drivers out there on the far northeast side. Just got off the phone with TransGuide, and they said that they unfortunately have not been updated on when construction crews are going to clear out for this morning's work. As we take a look at this major backup here, 35 southbound at Schertz Parkway. Let's show you our maps real quick and show you exactly where we're looking now. I'll kind of step out of the way just to show you a little bit of the background, or all the background we're seeing there. So basically all this construction taking place, Shirts Parkway to Forum Parkway, but you see that we have got things backed up all the way to Cibolo Valley Drive to FM 3009. So a big mess out there. That entire stretch, you're looking at about a 30-minute delay right now. 3 main lanes blocked in this area. And again, as far as updates are concerned, just checked with TransGuide and nothing yet. Hopefully they can get that cleared out by 7 o'clock and get our folks moving through there. We do have a stalled vehicle being reported I-35 northbound at Alamo Street. This is a little bit south of downtown, a little bit in the Cesar Chavez area. So keep that one in mind if you are headed out coming into downtown from the south side. All right, we do have a crash being reported there at MLK Drive and I-10, but not causing any major delays. And one quick check here for our gas prices. We have seen a bit of an uptick here. We're up 14 cents from just a week ago. And if you need to fill up, this might be a good time to do so, especially with a lot of folks coming in this weekend for the eclipse. And you may get stuck in traffic on Monday, so it might be a good idea to kind of fill up now.
Yes.
Yeah.
All those little things that normally
Yes.
may not
Yeah.
take that long, might take a little longer over the weekend.
Definitely.
Day.
Yeah. Going to see a lot of people out here on the roads, especially on our highways and the northwest side and hill country areas.
Thank you, RJ.
Thanks, guys.
We'll be prepared.
You guys were out and about last October for the annular eclipse,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And saw it. So remember the feeling when because I was out in Uvalde and the clouds cleared enough and it was just like, why? It's just
It's like
overwhelming.
time stops. And I loved, I was out in my neighborhood and everyone was outside. Everyone was, and it was silent. It was really cool.
And it's I don't know, it's kind of almost a religious experience, It's
Right.
a very overwhelming
Spiritual,
feeling.
yeah.
And that's what it's going to be like on Monday too. Hopefully these clouds don't ruin it for a lot of folks. Anyway, speaking of the sun, look at this beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
It's just kind of past couple of minutes been kind of looking over here and just watching as the yellow and the orange just kind of grows a little bit more as the sun is thinking about coming up in about the next 25 minutes or so. And then all the clear skies out there and a lot of dry air upstairs in the atmosphere. So we're going to have some beautiful blue skies once again today. 51 here in town. 38 Kerrville, 48 in New Braunfels, and 43 Hondo, as well as Rio Medina. Again, yesterday we did make it up to 82 degrees. We started off at 45. 37 degrees, and we're looking at another huge swing in temperatures again today. We're going to make it up to 85 later on this afternoon and pushing at 90 along the Rio Grande, especially over there around Del Rio. And yeah, really comfortable with the dry air in place, but of course it's going to be warm if you're out in the direct sun. So just kind of take it easy. Lots of sunscreen as well, even on Monday if you're outside. And if we do have a lot more clouds around here, because all the experts say sunscreen no matter what the sky condition is. All right. Humidity very low today, starts to come back in here, still low tomorrow, but then we get into Saturday and we're going to see more humidity around here. Cloud cover, obviously, maybe mist and drizzle in the morning, then a chance for a couple of showers late Saturday night as the front moves through. And that's going to be just enough to kind of trim some of the humidity on Sunday, take the edge off, if you will, and clear slightly. But that humidity is going to come back in here pretty good on Monday and Tuesday. And as that comes in here, the moisture from the Gulf, that's, a lot of times brings a lot of some of those low clouds with it. And so that's what the biggest concern is, I guess, is a lot of those thick, low clouds. High, thin clouds wouldn't be bad, but we'll be on the lookout for that. So here's what's going on. We've had this nice northwesterly flow in here, which is bringing down the beautiful, beautiful weather. Then we start to see this flow coming in here from the southwest, and this pulls in all the moisture again from the Pacific Ocean. That high moisture, you get those high level clouds out there. Most of the time aren't that thick. That's going to be the situation then, especially as we go into Sunday and Monday. Another one of these lows develops here, so just sort of reinforces that. And again, the real determining factor is going to be how much in the way of some low cloudiness is hanging around here. As this low gets closer, Tuesday, Wednesday, we do have chances for some rain, and then that's going to kind of scooch on out, and actually another front is going to be coming through here down at the surface, and that's going to clear us out for late next week. Today, tomorrow, fantastic, and then more in the way of clouds, humidity on Saturday, a couple of showers late in the day on Saturday night, late, early Sunday morning, some clearing, and then, yeah, we are going to have a fair amount of clouds around on Monday, but again, the really, precise cloud cover forecast. We're going to have to wait until the weekend for that.
All right. Well, we will bug you closer to the weekend then.
Okay. And Sarah and Mia, of course, over the weekend will have those short range models there. So.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. It's 6:51 and 50 degrees.
Let's look out there with live cam. 50, not too bad. Still may need a light jacket and enjoy this beautiful sunrise.
One last live look at this lake-breaking shooting we are following right now on the city's west side. San Antonio police tell us a 13-year-old boy was shot during a drive-by shooting, currently in critical condition. This all happened just after 5:30 this morning on North Calaveras near Woodlawn Lake. As of right now, there is no suspect information. We'll continue to follow this developing story and bring you more information on air and online.
In time now, 6:54. There's a big backup at I-35 at Schertz Parkway. Let's check back with RJ.
All right, guys. Yeah, this is all because of construction that is extending for another hour or so. We were supposed to wrap things up here on the far northeast side by 6 a.m. That is certainly not the case out here. So we have a pretty big backup going from basically the Forum all the way to Schertz Parkway, even further back there for all of our drivers on southbound 35. At least 3 main lanes blocked. I keep on showing this map, unfortunately, because again, all main lanes blocked here. We have a significant backup all the way to FM 3009 Cibolo Valley. It's going to take you more than half an hour just to get through this 4-mile stretch of traffic here if you are coming from Schertz Parkway down to the Forum. That is basically the biggest thing that we're seeing at the moment. Right now, we do have a stalled vehicle on I-35 northbound at Alamo, but not causing any major delay. So we will continue to give you more updates on this situation during our 7 o'clock hour. Mike?
Spectacular start to the day. Grab a jacket. It is chilly out there this morning. Great looking sunrise. Grab your sunglasses. 50 right now, 38. That's the cold spot there in Kerrville. And then a huge warm up throughout the day. We're going to be gaining, again, 35, some cases close to 40 degrees, up to 85, low humidity. Another good looking day tomorrow. Then the humidity comes back in here Saturday. More clouds, chance of rain late Saturday. And then bit of clearing Sunday, more humidity and clouds on Monday, chance of rain by the middle portion of next week.
All right, but for now, we'll look forward to that beautiful afternoon.
Great day today.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, RJ. Hey, happy National
Yes.
Hug a News Person Day.
Have a good day, guys. See you at 9.